night of Friday when we increase our peace and blessings on our beloved. Allahumma salli wa sallim. يروي البخاري في صحيحه عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Tonight's hadith is from the collection of Imam Bukhari. It's an authentic chain of narration narrated to us by Abi Hurairah رضي الله عنه. And we're still in the theme of seemingly small sins that have grave or major consequences. But I thought I would tie it to Ramadan prep, since our beloved month is going to be upon us very soon, inshallah ta'ala. And this hadith, inshallah, will be of use for our preparation, بإذن الله تعالى. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. The Prophet ﷺ said that the one who does not give up false speech and acting upon it, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in no need for this person to give up their food or their drink. And of course this is alluding to fasting. And you know, it's interesting because we spend, as an ummah, we don't spend too much time preparing for Ramadan until it's almost time for Ramadan, which is in of itself something that we need to improve upon. But when we do look at preparing for Ramadan, we focus on really things like meal prep, sleep schedule. You know, when am I going to go to work? When am I going to come back? When am I going to rest? Taraweeh logistics. We focus on, you know, the physical, the body aspect, but we neglect preparing our hearts for Ramadan. And in this hadith where it's talking about false speech, this is really a reflection of what's inside the heart. And so I think, you know, over the next month, inshallah, before Ramadan starts, I think we really need to focus on the inside, preparing our inside. And false speech could be anything like lying, could be like cheating, could be gossip, slander, exaggeration, or sarcasm, things that we actually might be engaged in on a day-to-day basis. And it's important to really focus on this because it's actually the harder part to prepare for than just leaving food and drink. After 1 or 2 days, we get used to not eating and drinking. That's actually the easy part. The hard part is controlling ourselves. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't, Ramadan isn't there for hunger management. It's really for our ability to have self-restraint and control. Especially when you're hungry and you're tired. You don't sleep very much because you're praying, you're not eating, and so we're tired, we're exhausted, and this is when the tongue starts to slip. The tongue starts to, reply in a sarcastic way, for instance, or starts to say things that it shouldn't be saying. And this is the point where we need to have that control. And so as we prepare for Ramadan, as we prepare perhaps fasting on Mondays and Thursdays, we think about that and we really reflect on what is our state of our tongues. Do we have control over them or not? And inshallah ta'ala, this is something that we can work upon. And it leads to an act upon it, right? Anything that we say and act upon could harm other people, right? So even when you gossip or slander somebody, it might reflect how you treat that person or deal with them. It eventually affects you. So we need to really be careful and focus in Ramadan, inshallah ta'ala, on our hearts, بإذن الله تعالى. يروي الإمام البخاري في صحيحه عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به فليس لله حاجة في